What's going on, everyone? Dalt here with Lacey Parts in the Scrap Life Garage. Those that are OG members of the main Scrap Life Garage channel know that I have an FD Rx7 that has been a very slow-moving project. One thing that's been holding me up is the bushings on the rear control arms and some of the other control arms probably for the suspension. I wanted to go ahead and put Super Pro bushings in here, and pressing out these rear control arms is an issue. And I went through the trouble of making a tool. I was looking on the forums, trying to figure out how to do it, and I didn't find a good way to do it. And I tried something tonight that seems to have worked, and I don't know that I've seen it done before. So I'm going to show you how I'm getting these out, and maybe it'll help some other people. So far, I have removed 3 of these, so I think that this process will work, and I'm not just getting lucky. What I am using is just a 20-ton shop press. This one very well might have come from Harbor Freight. Included with it are these plates, and then this here is actually just a jack handle. It is about 1.25 inches in diameter. And a lot of people that I've seen doing this, the problem is that you can't get it under this way, even if you lower it down. And these do have to press out. The collar has to press out from the outside. Although I did have one that it basically just ripped the collar and it went through, which was this side here, and it didn't do any damage. I even went through the trouble of making this contraption to try to offset. This actually slides up into there to try to offset where the force is pressing, and I just couldn't get it to work. I saw some videos of people that are doing like a lever type system, and that didn't really look that great either. But one thing that I figured out is that this can actually fit down in here. You can see there's kind of a nice little release spot like right in there that lets it sit lined up pretty darn well. So what you do is put one end on there, take your jack handle, and you know, maybe I'm just lucky with the diameter of this jack handle, but I would like to think that a lot of them are the same size. Get nice and supported and start pressing. And you can see what it's actually doing is going through the inside, just the rubber portion. So the actual bushing itself, it's separating the inner collar from the outer collar. This goes in there. So what it's doing is it's pushing this out, and this is staying on the control arm. And then what we can do is we can flip it over and press that out from the inside, which I'll show you here in a minute. And voila, I press that all the way out. And then you can lower this down, and in theory you only have to press one side out like that, because then you can do this step on the other side. But because of the way that I did this, and this is the other thing, you gotta fight this coming off, which just requires a little bit of WD-40. All right, after you wrestle that off, what you're left with is this. And you can see that there's still an inner collar right in there. So what you're gonna do is find an appropriately sized socket. This is a impact 1 1/4, and you can see it is the perfect size to press through there. And what you're gonna do is put it through like so. And now you can press through that in order to press out that collar. Ta-da! This is that inner collar pressed out that would normally have the rubber inside of it, but because we separated it, it allowed us to press through using the impact socket with the 1/2-inch extension. Maybe some other people have figured this out on their own. I couldn't find any write-ups or any videos here on YouTube doing it this way. Maybe I just got really lucky with 4 of them, but I'd like to think that it's just a way that you could do this if you were doing it yourself. So be sure to give it a try. We don't necessarily do a ton of these like how-to type videos, but I thought this might be a good, helpful one. So if you're somebody that is just stumbling onto this channel, be sure to check out the main Scrap Life Garage channel also, where we do a lot of rebuilds and showcase our dismantling business for salvage sports cars. There's always plenty of fun stuff going on. See you next time.